Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome along. Just give us a sound and a visual. Again, thanks to Adrian for a great stream. Thanks, Ruby. Sound and picture is A-OK. So, not a long stream today, just an hour, hour and a half maybe. Or two. It's just nice to get out of the house. So, Ruby, Sheila, Freddie, Sandra, welcome along. Aer Lingus in from Milan next. And that's followed by another A320 in from Edinburgh. See if the bing bongs and streamer bot actions work. Everything is ran as administrator, so it should do. Not looking good though. Captain T 977. So, still negative on the bing bongs. Have to get a dubjet technical session going, I think. I've everything, it works on the test trigger and everything, it just won't work on the stream for some reason. I have no idea.
Did you put individual names in instead of just moderators?
What do you mean?
You know, on the streamer bot,
Yeah.
how you set it so that it's moderators that are allowed?
Yeah.
I found on the latest version of that it doesn't allow it even if you put moderators.
So what, to put the individual person's name? Bloody JJ, welcome along. Just getting a little sprinkle of rain here, unfortunate. I do have the camera cover here, so you should be okay. I mightn't be okay, but
It's only raining because I finished up.
that's it.
Must just be you and Paul that attracted it.
Must be.
Moses wins again.
Yeah, it's not looking good in the bing bongs, but hey ho. We will have a look at it. Brian, KC Rally and Planes, another fellow streamer from this location. Welcome along. Dubjet sent 10 memberships. You didn't have to, you mad scone. But thank you nonetheless. Fantastic support as always from you guys. Next up is Aer Lingus in from Munich.
Taking a step.
Oh yeah. Hey! Yeah, we got the wave. EX or EI even XLV. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too.
Well done.
Thanks for
We'll see you again. No problem. We'll see you again soon. That's 8008. He says goodbye to everybody. Sophie, good to have you along. Anes, good afternoon. 9 months for Sophie, amazing support. Yes, there might be an F-bomb or two before the day's out, we shall see. So we're just waiting for our Aer Lingus coming in from Munich. I was wondering why it wasn't giving me aircraft information. I'm not logged into F424. So all sorts of, they're digging holes here just off the apron for some reason. Not really sure what they're doing, but so 18-year-old A320 coming in from Munich for Aer Lingus. Just coming below 1,500 feet. Yeah, I must check the program tonight. It doesn't seem to be. Dubjet 14 months. Holy shit balls. How time flies. Aircraft way out. Ah, you gotta love an F-bomb. So after this Aer Lingus, we've a Ryanair coming in from Cologne, a 2-year-old 737 max 8. I'm just realising that the pillar is actually wobbling. They haven't put the pillar down properly. When I move, the pillar wobbles. That's going on the common card. Anyway, we'll stay with our Aer Lingus A320 coming in from Munich in Germany. So Adrian got plenty of waves on his stream. Hopefully we will get a few. I do think it's great when the pilots acknowledge us and give us an air wave. Tends to be more so Aer Lingus and KLM seem to be very wave friendly. Ryanair not so much. To the management, yeah. Now I'm going to switch this to manual now in a minute because the shutter speed priority mode is going from light to dark. Brian S, welcome along. So the pillar rocks in the wind, excellent. I might get something to prod up underneath it. Okay, that's manual now, so tell me if it's too bright or too dark. I can... We get the waves. Freddie, indeed some amount of beer mats to stop this rocking. Speaking of Air Malta, it just took off there from the other runway. Next up, Ryanair. Twofer. Your quintessential Ryanair smoky landing. Lots of theories out of why Ryanair lands so hard. Some people think it's to save time, get it down quick, get it to the gate. Others say that the 737 has a faster landing speed. I'll let you guys draw your own conclusions. I would go with comment number one, that they just want to get in quicker. Sun blinding me now. Captain agrees with my comment too. I have flown on Ryanair a few times compared to Aer Lingus, and even the the braking when they land is more severe. It feels like your spleen is getting pulled out through your belly button. Definitely a lot more gentle on an Aer Lingus or other airlines. But cannot fault Ryanair for what they do. Thanks to them, they've broken the monopoly and in turn reduced airfares. Very true, Captain, very true. I need to turn my hat around because the sun is $13 months for Brian. Thanks for the support, mate. Much appreciated. Turkish Pegasus in next from Istanbul, Flying Pigs. We'll give you a virtual bing bong, Brian, because I can't get my bing bong to work. Bing bong. I can actually manually do the bing bongs, but so Pegasus in from Istanbul. So I took some still photographs while I was waiting here while Ada was on, so I shall put them in the Telegram later. And again, as always, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like, subscribe and all that other good stuff. Ada, bing bong, 14 months. Let me see if I can do a manual bing bong. There you go, the bing bong works. That's for you guys. Brian S, 14 months also. Bing bong for you also. Next up, Aer Lingus in from Prague, 21-year-old aircraft. Thanks, Freddie. Yeah, no guys, thanks to all you guys as well. Your support is amazing and very much appreciated. Streaming has had to take a little bit of a back seat due to work commitments. Captain F-bomb, absolutely, yeah. It's actually quite pleasant now when the sun is out. Nicely done by the Aer Lingus crew. So EIEDH, again a 21-year-old Airbus A320-200 series. Touching down here in Dublin from Prague. In the Czech Republic. Not sure if we're getting waves as the sunlight is straight into me, so I can't see the screen. Nine-year-old ATR 72-600 coming in from Glasgow next. Super Sunday and the Ryder Cup, which is on later on, which I'm looking forward to. The poor Europeans, especially Rory McIlroy, are getting absolutely slated by the Americans. All sorts of chanting going on when they're trying to take their shots. Absolutely disgraceful carry on, but hey ho. Richard Taylor. Hello again. Yeah, an abrupt stop indeed. Ooh. Loads of little birdies chirping. It's a robin, I think. I think a robin has 6 or 7 different calls. Sleeping down for Aer Lingus. I'll say it's absolutely beautiful out here now with the sun. Really nice. After this, I'm home to cook a chickie dinner and then go up to my local public house for a fizzy drink to watch some of the Ryder Cup. Aer Lingus looking lovely in the sunlight. I think that was a wave. Sheila, sorry, I did say hello to you earlier on. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a moment. Nice wing flex. I think this could be the guitar. I can't see my screen at the moment. It's a Delta, I think. I'll have a look now in a sec. I was right the first time. Qatar. Dreamliner coming in from Doha. Just over a 7-hour flight. I don't think I've ever got a wave from these guys. Yeah, we got a wave. I think that was a wave. Absolutely beautiful aircraft. Brian says the beast from the east. Couldn't agree more. Nothing on the approach at the moment. I should be able to swing around and get some of the outbound. Some air transit heading to Toronto. I shall turn and see if I can get that now in a second. It's a 2-year-old Airbus Neo. So just waiting for air transit to get its clearance and start rolling. I will turn around and get the departure. Did they though trim the bush? I must say I'm very partial to a trimmed bush. Air transit's on the go. super duper. So 2 minutes out, we have a Ryanair coming in from Palermo, 16-year-old. I think the oldest aircraft Ryanair have is 19 years old, I think. I know I keep banging on about it. Ryanair do have the youngest fleet in Europe. Nothing on radar outbound at the moment. So Captain TB777, I presume you are an actual captain of a 777. Thanks for that, Meter B777. I'll stick that weather up there for a second, just to give you guys a look at what's going on. Yeah, definitely going to stick something under the pillar. That's wrecking me skull with the wibbly wobbly. Don't know whether you can see that camera shake. Possibly can. Just retired, flew for 50 years. Wow. Well, great to have you along, Captain. So I can see our Ryanair way out in the distance. So a bing bong going to you, Captain. Congratulations on your retirement, 50 years flying. So a bing bong just for you. I can hear a buzzard above my head. So that buzzard's a bit too far for me to try and capture. Focus camera. There we go. So this is Ryanair coming in from Palermo. And we're followed by Aer Lingus. Oh, sorry about that. Some plume of smoke there. Next we have Aer Lingus coming in from Vienna on a 17-year-old EIDVG Airbus 320-200 series. Yeah, it's also great here. We've pre-clearance. Anybody going state-bound? Years ago, when I flew to the States, I had to go from Dublin to Shannon, Atlanta, Orlando. That was on one of the old Delta, I think it was a DC-10 TriStar, one of them with the engine on the wing and the two engines each side of it. It's about 35 years ago now. Fuck, I'm old. Terry, welcome along. Kieran Bailey, howdy doody, welcome along. Where is the, there it is. So Aer Lingus in from Vienna. EI DVG. There's a little Vista jet taken off the other side. So rescue 19. Hope he's not deploying the bird banger. Again guys, if you haven't already done so, please hit the like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Just coming up shy on 2,000 subscribers. Actually, I have a good bit to go, I think. I'm not sure how many. I'm talking through my arse. Rescue 19's off. Yeah, we've seen very strange things on this road. We've seen people doing wheelies on bikes. We've had horse-drawn carts. We've had people using it as a raceway. You can hear the bird banger down the road there. Next up, ATR coming in from Birmingham. See if there's anything on the opposite runway. Swiss has just taken off. There is a Speedbird British Airways A320 200 series, 23-year-old. I think 23.5-year-old is the oldest in the fleet that Aer Lingus have. So aircraft have to do a right-hand turn once they take off, so they're not flying directly over the houses for noise pollution. So that's why they bank to the right after takeoff. El Socko of the Floppers. Not too much going on there with El Floppy Sock. So a 777-200ER of American Airlines heading to DFW, Dallas, should be rolling shortly. And then we're waiting for our ATR coming in from Birmingham. So we've an ATR inbound and a 777 outbound. So hopefully we'll get both of them. Happy little robin there. So AAA on the move. Need to adjust my camera just a little bit. It's a little bit wonky. There we go. AA off to Dallas. ATR is on the ground already. So there you go. Turn is very similar to departing runway 16 in Zurich. Once airborne, requires complete a climb left hand 270-degree turn to a noise abatement procedures. Yep, that's what I was trying to say. You just said it a lot better, Captain. Ruby, howdy doody. We have a Airbus off to San Francisco, I think. Yeah, I can hear it. Just starting its turn there now. Where are you? There. So there you go, folks. Explanation of why the aircraft is turning. So this is ILE, Ryanair's brand new aircraft. The latest addition to the Ryanair fleet. And we have our Wookiee just departing. This Wookiee landed on Adrian Stream and gave us a very pleasant Wookiee. Oh shite, hey, do I have to go back in that as well, so. Yeah, guys, thanks for the information. I concur. Definitely great to get some aviation knowledge. That's why we are all here. So, 3-year-old EINSB Neo coming in from Rome. From Aer Lingus. I was just going to ask that, Captain, does it have a kind of a new car smell or new aircraft smell? I have my car now a couple of months and it still has the new car smell. Nicely done by the Aer Lingus crew. So the last stream I did here, I did have a bird strike that I didn't even know about. It was Dubjet Aviation that let me know about it. It's on my previous stream on your channel. You'll see it's time stamped as well. Obviously the bird lost. Just hit the side of the fuselage even of the plane and just dropped like a stone. Another ATR from Bristol. See if we can get a wave. Not sure. That's EINSB. The next aircraft is EIGPN. Must have been an absolute pain in the hole during COVID when you were getting wipes on and having to clean down all the instruments and things like that, because there's so many buttons and bits and bobs inside the cockpit. Managed to wangle my way into the cockpit when I was flying out to Malta there in April. First time I was in a cockpit. The lady I was sitting beside was a first officer for Aer Lingus and knew the captain, so I got to go in. As our ATR from Bristol lands. Blanche Junction, yeah, off. I'm here for another half an hour or so, Ada, so it might be. I think we're all like that though, in fairness, regardless whether it comes to new cars or new cameras or new watches or new anything. I'm like that with gadgets. And Jan, my partner, absolutely goes crazy. I can't understand why I get so excited about gadgets and photography and things like that, but the study of buttons and knobs, I could so go somewhere with that, but I'm not really not going to. So ATR down safely. Next up, a Challenger 604. No information on radar, so next in, a Challenger 604. Just coming in below 1,000 feet now. Posh plane, as I like to call them. Yeah, plenty of knobs to the right. So doubtful this is going to get down to us here on Sierra 5. Never know though. Maybe. Looking like it. PP. Next up an ATR EIGPP. Not an APP, a GPP. So this is our ATR in from Exeter. Captain says it's a Canadian corporate jet. Here's Froggy.
Here's Froggy.
Next we have another ATR 72-600 coming in from Manchester this time. EIHNA, Hannah, 9-year-old. ATR sneaky manoeuvre in ahead of the Canadian private. I don't want to jinx it, but we've had no overheating issues today. So EIXLU, brand new XLR from Aer Lingus, heading off to Toronto. Just turn and see if I can get it. I'm like Twinkle Toes here, having to balance on the pillar. Well, if anybody knows Captain, it'll be you. Ah, dear. Ookie cookie. Let's see who is next. And would you admit, Evit, we have another ATR. This time a 12-year-old ATR 72-600 EIHDI, and it's coming in from Nuki. Richard's making good use of the emojis. Paul, vision thing, afternoon to you, my friend. He's the duo of John from Drones and Planes, my favourite Mancunian streamer. Other streams are available. Thierry and Henri, the flight guys, stream out there also. Yeah, I've never been on an ATR. Keep meaning to do it, but once Dubjet is not with me, because the last time we were on a flight together, he was telling me all the nuts and bolts were coming out of the wings. Yeah, I don't think I'd be a fan of them, but I will get on one. That and the Airbus A380. I'm off to Dubai in April next year, hoping to get an ATR to Birmingham or Manchester, and then the A380 over to Dubai. It is a bit of a palaver though when there's a direct flight from Dublin here with Emirates, which I've been on several times, but I just really would like to be on an A380. Next up we have a KLM, not a Wookiee, 17-year-old 737, coming in from Luxembourg. Quick spin. Whoop. Delta. Waiting for our KLM. It's just a couple of engine rivets. Yeah. So, KLM in from Luxembourg, as I said, a 17-year-old aircraft, registration LXLBT. So, that's Luxair. I said it was a KLM. Apologies for stupidity. I don't know where I got that info from. There is a Ryanair coming in after it though. from Valencia in northern Spain. I don't know what's going on over there, but it's a lot of smoke. Erica, welcome along. So, yeah, looks like something's on fire over there in the industrial estate. Next up, we've our Egyptian airline coming in from Cairo. 320 Neo, 5 years of age. Unless he's cooking it from his car in the M50, Freddy. So, Egyptian Air in from Cairo, followed by EIXLT, another brand new XLR. Must say I do love delivery of this aircraft. So, coming into the last 10 minutes, guys. I said a short stream today. Now, Egyptian Air are generally good for a wave as well, so we'll zoom in and see. No. Feckers are making a liar out of me. The Oracle has spoken. Thanks for that, Brian S. So, you definitely got the wave there. Next up, another XLR coming in from Paris, EI LRB. I think it's walk like an Egyptian, Freddy. Ado's back in the house. Two for nicely down by the Aer Lingus crew. Sierra 4, it looks like. Next up, an ATR coming in from Guernsey. I can never pronounce the name of the airline, so I'm not going to try. And then after that we're followed by EINSG. Neo coming in from Lisbon. Now, there's a tree for there. I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up. It's certainly got a bit cooler now that the wind has picked up a little bit. This is our ATR in from Guernsey. Ryanair. Thank you, Brian. We know the problem I had with Carcara chicken. Took me a whole day to get that name right. I'd be surprised if it gets to S7, probably S4 I would imagine. Maybe. No. Nice looking livery though. Wonder does Manx Air still fly out of the Isle of Man? Can't say I've seen Manx Air for a long time. So one of the newer Neos from Aer Lingus. Coming in from Lisbon. Thanks, Brian. I was thinking that because I haven't seen them. I wonder, do they have another national carrier, or is it nil by aircraft from the Isle of Man? Isle of Man I used to go to regularly as a kid. And the last plane this afternoon will be an ATR coming in from Liverpool, and I'm going to finish on that one, guys. Thanks for being with me on this short stream. Thanks to all our wonderful mods. And anybody who is gifted memberships, Dubjet Aviation, thank you so much. What time's what, Tomo? You're very welcome, Sheila. We'll try to get a stream early in the week. Froggy Flyer, welcome back. Haven't seen you in ages. Brian S, always a pleasure. Thanks for joining us. Again, keep an eye on schedules. My schedule, Orford Pierce Aviation schedule, and Paul, who definitely shall be streaming, I would imagine, during the week. So I hope the rest of you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'm off to have dinner and watch the Ryder Cup. So enjoy the rest of the evening, and we'll chat to you all soon. Bye.